What is up, YouTube? JankyYGO here. My name is Michael, and today we have new Winged Beast support, new Speedroid support, and new Magikey support. So let's just jump right into these. So the first up is the new Winged Beast support, and this is a very, very powerful card called Requital. It's a normal spell card, and it's a hard once per turn. If you control two or more monsters with different original names, that original is important, and no non-winged beast monsters pay 600 life points, draw two cards. So, if you are playing Harpies, for example, you can play this because the Harpies all have different original names, even though they're all treated as Harpy Lady while they're on the field and in the graveyard. It also works with Black Wings. It works with the new Thunder Freeze monsters that are coming out as well. So, good draw support, and it works with the Lyra Loose as well on top of that. So, there's a lot of decks and stuff that this is going to be for. So, if you play Winged Beasts and stuff like that, you should look forward to this card. Next up is the Speedroid support, Speedroid Scratch. So, it's a normal spell card, and you can only activate it once per turn. You send one Speedroid card from your hand to the graveyard and add one Speedroid monster from your deck to your hand. This card is very good as it lets you search and it can set up your graveyard. It kind of takes the part of Terratop, because Terratop was their search card before this card, and this card really helps. Especially because Terratop is at 1 and is probably never coming past that. So, yeah. Great card for Speedroids. All you Speedroid players should be very happy. Next up, Magikey support. So Magikeys are a ritual-based deck that have Exceeds as well, and they're like, and fusions, and they have a fusion ritual hybrid card, and I'm pretty sure they can do a little bit more, but let's see what they have. So first up is Magikey Mafteahl. It is a level 4 light excuse me. Light tuner fiend effect monster with 1600 attack and 1600 defense, and its second effect is hard once per turn. It cannot be used as material for Synchro or Xyz unless it's a Magikey monster. If you control a Magikey monster, you reveal this from your hand during your main phase this turn. You can normal summon one Magikey monster in addition to your normal or set. Apply this effect of this card once per turn. So, when this card is normal summon, you can target one level 4 or lower normal monster or Magikey monster in your graveyard and special summon it in face-up defense position. So, this card is very, very good. It's like a wolf bark. It also gets itself another normal summon, and you don't have to rely on, it has a normal summon effect, but you don't have to necessarily commit your first normal summon to it, as it can normal summon itself. So, that's really good, and like I said, it's, what is called a wolf bark. So, for those of you that don't know, Full Soldier Wolf Bark is a fire level 4 beast warrior that lets you special summon a beast warrior. Actually, I think it's just a fire. Lets you special summon like a fire from your graveyard, and all that once per turn. It's not on summon. It's just a once per turn effect. Is the difference, but that's still pretty cool. So, it's also worth noting that, okay, so both effects are technically hard once per turn, but this also can be searched with the Gizmek support as well, so that's pretty cool. Next up, we have their Synchro Magikey-Mutated Ogre. It's a level 8 Fire Thunder Synchro effect with 2800 attack and 2800 defense. It's a Magikey tuner and one or more non-tuner normal monsters. Its second and third effects are hard ones for turns. Its first effect is it can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase. During your main phase, if you control this synchro summoned, this card synchro summoned using monsters 2 or more different attributes, you can set a Magikey spell or trap from directly from your deck to your spell or trap card zone. If your opponent normal or special summons monsters with the same attribute as a monster in your graveyard, you can destroy that monster or monsters. So the third effect, being a hard once per turn, is very good for the balance of the game, because otherwise you just wouldn't be able to summon out of this thing if you were playing versus it. But it is a decent effect, nonetheless. Its second effect, also being able to sync or being able to get any magic key directly from your deck, is also very good, as this allows you to get your fusion or your fusion / ritual card and go from there. Overall, the synchro is pretty good, and it's pretty easy to make since you have access to because of this card. This card makes it very easy because you can just have any Magikey monster, and then if you also have any of the normal monsters or any of the magic keys in your graveyard, this card is a 1-card synchro. So this card is pretty easy to make. Next up we have their XEs, Magikey-Possessed Spirit. So it is a rank 4 Water Sea Serpent XE's effect, 2000 attack, 2000 defense. Any 2 level 4s can make it. If this is XE summoned, this card is XE summoned, you can detach 1 material from it and add 1 level 4 or higher normal monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. If this card has a normal monster as a material, it gains this effect. At the start of damage step, if this card battles an opponent's monster with the same attribute as a normal monster and or Magikey monster in your graveyard, you can detach 1 material from this card. Make your opponent send their battling monster to the graveyard. So, this card is very good, as Magikeys kind of revolve around having their one like normal monster and all that. But not only that, this is also just good support for like generic normal monsters, and we have ways to get them out of the deck and ways to search them and stuff like that already. But this is also another way to do that. So if your deck has to have like a normal monster, this can search it. Also, this card can search like Red Eyes and Blue Eyes and Dark Magician, although that's not very relevant because those decks have better ways to search their cards, but this can technically search those cards, so that's pretty interesting. Next up, we have Magikey Battle. So it's a quick play spell card. Target 1 normal monster, Magikey monster, or Magikey Mafteahl in your graveyard, shuffle into the deck. Then, if you activate this card in response to the activation of an opponent's card or effect, on-token normal monsters and Magikey monsters you currently control are unaffected by that opponent's effect. So, if your opponent tries to Raigeki you, or if they even try to Dark Ruler you no more, you can flip this card up and make all your stuff immune from card effects. Or at least that 1 card effect. And Dark Ruler no more specifically states monster effects cannot be activated in response. So Magikey Battle can respond to that if you don't want them to use that to break your board. Same thing with like Raigeki and anything like that. So it's a pretty good card, and I would probably consider running it to help you get out of those sticky situations if your board's about to be broken by like a card effect. Next up, last but not least actually, Magikey Locking Lock. Normal trap card, tribute 1 non-token normal monster or Magikey monster, then target up to 2 normal monsters and or Magikey monsters in your graveyard, whose total levels equal 8 or less. Special summon them in defense, then apply one of these effects. Immediately after this effect resolves, synchro summon 1 Magikey synchro monster. Immediately after this effect resolves, XEs 1 Magikey XEs monster. So, this card is a turns freaking 1 monster into 2. This allows you to basically just get your XEs or your synchro out on the field pretty easily. That's pretty cool. You can, especially because this allows you to do it on your opponent's turn, and synchro summon and do that real quick on your opponent's turn. So out of the ones right here, for example, you could synchro summon the mutated ogre, and then uh, next time your opponent normal or special summons monsters the same attribute as monsters in your graveyard, you can destroy them. So that's pretty cool. It basically lets you blow up like a card and all that, and it guarantees like a safe kind of, like a safety thing more than anything. Um, as you can wait to do that, so you can wait to summon the synchro. You can summon the XEs, for example, and then get like a normal monster from your deck to your hand, and keep like another normal monster under it. Overall, this card is pretty cool too. That's gonna be it for this video. You can tell me what you think about the new Magikey support, if you like it, if you're excited for the Winged Beast draw spells or the Speedroid. I'd love to hear that in the comment section below as well. If it's your birthday today, happy birthday. If you want to send me any cool deck profiles or replays, my email is in the description. And of course, and as always, have a wonderful day.